Great moments in Rotarian history that never happened. A new service organization forms in Topeka, Kansas, as local businessmen decide to gather over lunchtime to make a mark on their community. Of course, this great idea came from a very unlikely place, aboard a sea liner crossing the Atlantic Ocean. Topeka businessman George Godfrey Moore took pity on a seasick passenger and struck up a conversation with this passenger and her husband. Little did he know, that conversation would lead to the formation of the Topeka Rotary. This is not how that conversation took place.
Excuse me, good sir, but might I join you?
Of course, sir. But I'm afraid I must inform you my dear wife is feeling a bit nauseated this evening, so you may wish to find suitable seating elsewhere.
Nonsense, good sir. I shall enjoy your company. And while we sit together, perhaps we could partake of my chips and queso while we visit.
Oh, sir, don't mind if I do.
I dare say, sir, you don't happen to know what the difference is between queso and con queso is, do you?
Well, sir, queso is a delicious cheese dip of Mexican origin, I believe, and con means against, while pro means for. So anything con queso must be against queso.
Well, I dare say, then I declare myself pro queso.
Hear, hear. I as well.
I like the way you think, sir. Allow me to introduce myself. I am George Godfrey Moore, at your service.
And I am C.C. Cooper, and this is my darling wife, Gladys.
So what brings you aboard the SS Frigid Victorian this evening?
I've recently been on a trip to England, where I attended several meetings of the Rotarians.
Rotarians? Are these people from some Baltic state I've never heard of before?
No, good sir. These are gentlemen of good, moral character who meet together weekly to plan and discuss how to better their community.
Why, that sounds like just the ticket for my friends in Topeka. But where do they meet?
Why, they rotate among various businesses. Hence, the jocular nom de plume Rotarians.
But surely our European cousins are just as busy as American businessmen. How do they find time to meet weekly to discuss how to better their community?
Why, you lock up your business at lunchtime, don't you?
Well, yes, of course I do. Every day at 12 sharp. Then it's a leisurely stroll down 15 blocks to my large Victorian home for a lovely lunch of brisket, stewed tomatoes, and cabbage with Mrs. Moore.
That sounds quite tasty.
As is her marinated pork loin, topped with bell peppers, served over Spanish rice with a light wine glaze.
Now you're talking. You should try Mrs. Cooper's fish paste enchiladas in a rich brown gravy.
Please, dear.
I know. I shouldn't brag. But next to your beef and kidney pie with sauerkraut, your fish paste enchiladas are my favorite. But don't you see? Noon is the perfect time to gather. You simply have your wife pack you a basket of your favorites and off you go, to one business or another, sharing the lunch hour with like-minded businessmen such as yourself.
Why, this is the cat's pajamas, a red-letter idea. When I return to Topeka, I shall gather other likewise businessmen, and we will meet out and form our own Rotary Club. Why, we'll get together for a meal specially prepared for the start of such a service organization. Head cheese sandwiches and warm buttermilk.
Oh, no.
Might I suggest tongue or calf's liver?
Please, no.
Mutton with stewed beets.
I beg you.
How about something with a Scottish flavor?
No, not.
Haggis! I dare say your wife has decided to nap.
Yes, poor creature. The sleep will do her good.
Indeed. Now, tell me more about these Rotarians.
Moore and Cooper spoke through the night, and a new service club was born. This has been another Rotarian moment in history that never happened.